Yes, we are back. Game number 4 in this Starladder Grand Finals. Secret versus Navi. Navi are up 2-1 in this best of 5 and looking to take it out with this game. They've picked up their Batrider. They've got an Oracle as well. That should be handy. Team Secret have picked up Mirana, Shadow Demon. Will they be able to crack the code? Secret have so far not been able to measure up to Navi. They've tried these early push strats. They had Drow Ranger, they had an Ursa in game 2, Drow Ranger in that game there, game number 3 with the Mirana, and they just weren't able to get it done. They were knocking on the door at 20-25 minutes in. The Mirana was as fed as it gets. Arteezy was massive, and then the Ember Spirit slowly caught up and overtook everybody. He started doing huge amounts of damage, started critting everybody. The Chronospheres and the RPs played a massive role. It was a lot of fun to watch. If you haven't seen Game 3, definitely check it out. Game 2 is very similar. I think Game 2 was a bigger comeback, to be honest, and Navi did really well. Dendi has got to be given the props that he deserves because he has played excellently this series so far. But the whole team is just performing so well. It's hard to say anybody's not doing their job or anybody's not contributing as much as anybody else. Secret, they've got to click. They've got to find something that just gets them over the line. They've had these early game push strats, and they've been very effective, but they've just fallen off just when you think they would fall off. And Navi have slowly tilted the scales in their favor as the game's gone on. So here we've got a Shadow Shaman. Very interesting. We haven't seen him picked up in quite a while. A lot of people usually prefer the Witch Doctor. It just depends though. I mean, they offer slightly different things. Shadow Shaman really doesn't offer that sustain with the heal, but he does have a really long stun in the shackle. He's got Hex, he's got damage, he's got the snakes for pushing. This is an interesting pickup. Now, Team Secret with the Mirana. We'll see who plays the Mirana here. It will be interesting. In Game 2 or Game 1, it was Eternal Envy on the Mirana. Had a good game. Nothing too crazy, but then Arteezy in that last game played Mirana and was so fed and did so much. He was 9-0 at one stage before he had just a brain freeze and blinked into a creep wave just out the front of Navi's base and eventually got killed. I don't know what was going through his head there, but he was 9-0 and he was massive. Had an E-Blade Ags blink, I think, by like 26 minutes, something like that. It was great to watch. He was running through Navi at that stage, but again, it was by 10 or 15 minutes later, Navi had tilted the seesaw back towards their side. So we've got a Juggernaut from Navi. Team Secret picked up an Axe. The Axe is good for that BKB piercing stun. It's also going to be a very strong lane presence. May go into the jungle, depends what the rest of Team Secret's lineup is, but could pop into the jungle and get some farm that way. It was Puppy on the Axe earlier in the series, Game 2. It didn't pick up a Blade Mail. I found that very interesting. One of the reasons why Axe is back into the pro scene is because Blade Mail damage has been changed to being calculated before armor and everything is taken into account, or before it actually lands on Axe. So somebody shoots Axe for 50 damage, even if it only does 20 damage to Axe, it still counts as if 50 damage is going back onto the other hero. But the Blade Mail, he didn't pick it up, and it was a very interesting choice. They've picked up the Abaddon as well, so they're going for a very similar lineup to game number 2. And in response, Navi have banned the Razor, which was their last pick in that game. They're going for it again. So Team Secret kind of sticking with this early to mid-game hardcore lineup. They've lost the last 2 games because of it. Let's see if they can make the necessary changes to change it, to turn it around, to make it so that they can pull this game back, because again, this is game 4 of a best of 5. Navi are up 2-1, so one more game and Navi will take it. Just given the play in that last game and the game before, you can't help but root for Navi. It's hard to stay unbiased, but Secret are persevering with this strategy that has come undone in the last couple of games. Anyway, Shadow Demon will be handy up against the Juggernaut. Disruption will interrupt the Omni Slash if it is on say Mirana or any hero, obviously. Oh, they pick up Morphling. Wow, this is a very big change. And the Huskar straight away from Navi. Okay, what? Alright, well, this is going to be fun then, isn't it? Very excited for this game. So, I think an E-Blade is 100% going to be a big item for the Morphling. He is going to look to use that in conjunction with the Mirana to unload as much magic damage as possible. Ooh, between the two of them, they are going to have a lot of magic burst. And the Abaddon and the Axe, they're going to be really good for kicking off the fight. Abaddon's going to be a bit of a counter to the Batrider. As we've seen, the Aphotic Shield can take off that lasso. So can this Shadow Demon Disruption as well. So General in for another tough game on the Batrider. He did well. He did well in game 2, despite being up against an Oracle and an Abaddon, which is just really tough. Obviously, really tough to go up against. Oh, Puppy's actually gotten the ward down. They'll see Seneko here. They didn't catch him as he put that ward down, so they won't know that the Radiant have a ward here. Maybe they will. Seneko, yeah, I guess that makes sense, because the Secret will reason that Seneko wouldn't have TP'd to this bottom lane unless he was going to put a ward down, because he's gone straight from there and he's just gone straight across the jungle here and joined up with his team. So I think they'll see only the one ward in his inventory and say, oh look, he's definitely put one, either a lane ward up here or a ward down here by the entrance. So we'll see if that does get picked up by Team Secret. Both teams kind of marshalling around the top rune here. Looks like Secret are going to back off because they have this bottom rune. Dendy's going to pick up the first bounty. And Bulba, the Abaddon, is going to pick this one up. So he does actually get the sentry down straight away. Secret off to a flyer. They need it. They need every little bit at the moment. And the other Navi ward will be here in the just on the river. Just overlooking the lily pads. So art style on the Shadow Shaman. He's got the bird outfit on. We'll see if his ulti is the Serpent Wards or if it's the weird looking birds. Oh, they're getting some harass on Eternal Envy straight away. Down here in the bottom, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be these two guys partnered up again in a really strong lane up against Huskar. Problem is, Huskar is also a very strong laner, so they're actually competing here. They'll need a bit of regen, but they'll be able to throw these burning spears onto them. Try and keep them off their backs. Arteezy taking a lot of damage here from Dendy. Dendy's leveled the crit first. That's not all that common that you see that. Blade Fury second. Ooh, Arteezy gonna take some damage from this Blade Fury. So he's picked up the Mirana again. As I mentioned in the drafting phase, he had a really strong game on the Mirana. Really good levels of farm. And was massively farmed by 25 minutes. More than you could possibly expect from a Mirana. I haven't seen a Mirana that fat for a while. So I think they've done well putting RTC back on him. Juggernaut should match up well with the Mirana in that the Blade Fury will cancel out some of her First Blood. Shadow Demon's gone down, so has Shadow Shaman. First Blood goes Navi's way. TP coming up actually, Pile Die. Shouldn't be too bad because Dendy's got the Blade Fury, he's got the Healing Ward, so even for this laning phase, the Healing Ward will help him stay in lane. But after the healing, after the laning phase, Arteezy, he'll get the Ag, so he will do a lot of magic damage, which is going to be tough for Dendy to deal with. But with the Blade Fury, he should stop some of it. And he's got the Omni Slash as well, which Arteezy's really got to watch out for, because that'll tear through the Mirana. So I think they actually, you know, it's not heavily favoured one way or the other. We can see how Dendy is taking over the lane a little bit. He's up 13-6 to the 10-1 on Arteezy. Chira getting a little bit low. Not sure which lane to keep an eye on. The bottom lane there with the Axe and the Abaddon is a very tough, very action lane. Here we go. Actually, he's taking a lot of damage from the Burning Spears. Will that take him all the way down? He's got a Tango up, actually, which is probably going to do enough to keep him alive. But up the top here, General and Artstyle up against this Morphling. Look how low Eternal Envy is. Oh no, Shadow Shaman actually picks up the kill. No! What? That was... Oh wow, that was very straightforward. He just walked up and just pressed Q. Wow. Eternal Envy, it's hard to say that he's had a really great series. On the Drow Ranger in the last game, he wasn't as farmed as he possibly, as he could have been, really. And then in the game 2, he played on the Mirana, and I mean, he didn't have a bad game, but when RTZ jumped on the Mirana in game 3, we saw just how big Mirana can get in the right hands, kind of thing. But RTZ had a couple of questionable plays in the series so far as well, so hopefully he can make up for it with his Morphling here. He's got 5 stacks on him here. He's got to be careful. Generals keeps going. 6. They just need somebody here. If they can get Artstyle to come in with a Shackle. Oh, the stacks are gone. Artstyle with a Shackle there, and Eternal Envy was definitely dead. They do have a ward here to keep an eye out. They've gone deep here, actually. Chira having a great start. As opposed to the last couple of games, this Husk guy is having a decent time here in the lane. Obviously that is just the nature of the hero. He is a very strong lane presence, especially with an Oracle. Oh, here's the damage. There it is. There's the Shackle. Will General be able to finish him off? No, doesn't commit the Firefly either. Knows that he's got the waveform. Gets a bit of damage onto him. And Bo5 is just having to sit out of the lane. He can't even move close enough to get the XP without Puppy nearby. Oh, they're running to Seneko. Poor Seneko, he's going to go down. TZ will pick up the kill there. Chira almost level 6, so he will get that life break at level 6. Oh, there's Moonlight Shadow. They're going to set up a gank on Chira here. He's going to back up a little bit. He's already got his Helm of Iron Will and his Blades of Attack, so he'll be building into that armlet. There's a TP here. Ooh, they've popped a ward down. Starladder has, and they're going to put the disruption on the Oracle. Will they be able to get him? Yes, they will. Oh, that's trouble. Starladder's died a couple of times in a row. As long as Ditchura doesn't die, that's not the end of the world. So they're sticking to this heavy rotation strategy where they're going to try and systematically take tower after tower, and they're not altogether fast if they have to give up some of that lane pressure, and give up a free lane for a minute or two in order to get some of these towers down.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Ditchura here in the mid. Oh, he's used life break. Dendi's here as well. The spins. Jeez. Ditchura actually goes down. That was not ideal. The Berserker's Call and then the spins were just too much for him. The pure damage from the counter Helix. Oh, Artstyle. He's got a lot of mana. He's going to be after this Eternal Envy. They've got Seneko here as well. Oh no, they've pulled the creep wave. That's just... They've blown their cover. They really needed to. He's going to jump in here, Artstyle. Oh, he was going to go for the Shackle. The Firefly was already used. Yeah, there's nothing. Morthling's just got to get out of there. 400 health. He can't stand up to a Shadow Shaman and a Bat Rider. That is a really tough lane. They're going to go in together. Another TP comes in, so they may be looking for a gank here. Try and let Navi know, look, you can't bully this lane. We've got some heroes that can do some bullying themselves, and Puppy on the axe is definitely one of those heroes. Artstyle in the trees here is actually going to TP out. They've seen... Did they catch it with the Observer Ward? Maybe they caught the edge of the smoke. They knew that something was coming because they have backed up straight away. General's going to go over to the creeps here, stack them up, and then farm a nice double stack with the Firefly. The lane's not pushed in too hard, so they're not all that worried. And in response, we've got Artstyle and Seneko here. They're going to make it go on Bulba. Here he is. They're going to try and trap him up. Purifying Flames just in time as well. There's the Hex. It's only a couple of level Hex. Will he get the Shackle off? How close? Oh, 330 movement speed. 355 on Bulba. Jeez. He's fast. Seneko could be in trouble here. Yeah, Curse of Avernus. Are they going to turn around? Hex used. The life break's good, but up against the Baden ulti, it's not actually... It's going to get him down, but it just means he's going to activate the ulti sooner. Dendi here in this mid lane, having a pretty good time. Oh, we've got to fight. Oh no. Deny comes out from Seneko. Arteezy will be salty about that. Well, there's the Abaddon borrowed time activating. And they're going to move back down to this bottom lane again. Eternal Envy and Puppy. Jeez, those illusions can clear camps very quickly. That's the replicate. Oh no, they're making it go up the top here, are they? They're trying to push this lane out. And there goes the tower. So, Navi putting the onus back on the Secret a little bit, taking a tower of their own, and they've put a little bit of damage onto each of these. The Juggernaut is going to be a little bit more of a fighting core than we saw in the last couple of games. Or Ditchura stuffs up that creep. Or Ditchura may have to get out of here. Mirana is here. Oh, he's not fussed whatsoever. He's got the Oracle nearby. Oracle is almost level 6. Once he does hit level 6, Navi will be a little bit more willing to engage in those kind of engagements. where Arteezy runs up there and Ditcher will just jump in. There's the healing ward. Oh, they have got to be careful here. Oh, there's a Hex somewhere. Oh, the fight breaking out at the top here. There goes Shadow Demon. They've lost one. Ichirari is so low. He's got an Ogre Club. Be interesting to see what he goes into. If he picks up a Dragon Lance, is a common build. Gives him some great stats that he needs. Gives him some extra range on that attack as well. It is not half bad of a pickup. Or if he just builds straight into... Ooh, I'm not sure, BKB or something. The ward's actually dropped for the Roche, so they are going to go for it. Observer used by Navi up there as well, but there's a sentry there, so they're going to have to watch out. They know that the Shadow Demon is right there, but they're banking on Secret not being able to... Oh, it's very loud. Banking on Secret not being able to do anything. Oh, they actually popped a sentry up there as well, so they got the Observer. Navi just on fire. So, Secret looking to... Oh no, there's another sentry up there. Oh, the one snake actually gets the sentry ward before he's able to get the Observer down. It is so low. It is on like 1 health. I can't even click on it. How do you click on it? There it is, 4 health. Ditira just running around with only 400 health. He's got the Aegis, so he is not all that fast. Bulba really doesn't scare him that much. Look at that, the damage from the burning spears. He's got the armlet toggle as well. The borrowed time actually gets activated. Oh no, he's not going to be happy about that. We'll be building into the Vlads. What items are we looking at? So for the Juggernaut, he's picked up a Yasha, so he hasn't gone the Battle Fury. I think he's gone a bit more of that fighting build, because I think if Secret are going to win this game, well, I don't know actually. They've got the Morphling. The Morphling can go very late. Can really go exceptionally late. And Mirana as well, I mean, she's not the latest hero in the world, but she can do a lot with an Aghanims and an E-Blade. She can get Butterfly, you know. There's another tower going down for Navi. So they've taken the more towers here. Here, it's, I mean, if we check out the Morphling, what has he got in his stash? Hopefully he's got an ultimate orb somewhere, because he is 14 minutes in and he has only got a Perseverance and Treads and Aquila. Fight up here. These serpent wards, they're called, but I don't know what else you call them. Bird wards are taking out the tower, so they've actually taken a tier 2. This time it's Navi exerting this early game pressure. Blink Dagger up on art style? What is happening? We've got over 5k net worth already. Secret, they're going to have to try, they're going to be looking to replicate Navi. Going to be going for that kind of from behind, come back. Give up some towers in the early game, but try and defend higher ground. Oh, the Omnislash goes through. Arteezy is getting really low. The drums popped. Blade Fury as well. Arteezy won't be able to get out of this one. That is no good. Arteezy. This Huskar is literally just running from tower to tower and just going to town, freeing up so much space. So look at the whole map. Dire are just grouped up right here in front of their base, and they, I mean, if they move out, what happens to Arteezy happens to whoever's out there. They don't have a lot of ward vision, Navi. They've got a lane ward here. Oh, Lasso comes out. Puppy's in big trouble here. He uses the call. Flame Break knocks him back. He's taken a lot of damage. One to try and save him. Juggernaut, will he be able to get there? Oh, he's not able to. That was a lot. That was very close to knocking Puppy over. In the meantime, this tower is taking a lot of damage. The armlet toggle is there. Oh man, Art Style's blinked in. He's been Berserker's called. Oh, the arrow just skims past him. Juggernaut finishes up his Manta style. So he'll be looking to push a little bit as well there. He's just running around on no health, Dichira, and just using his inner vitality, and Soneko's giving him some with the flames. Here come the wards. Oh no, there's the channeling. Puppy's going to go down so quickly and easily. He's going to have to buy back. Huskar doing a lot of damage there. I mean, surely this Aegis is going to finish up soon. Juggernaut goes in. Puppy is in a lot of damage, in a lot of trouble again. He's almost gone down one more time. Bulba, borrowed time gets used. Ooh, the stun actually lands on Denny. That's going to be a long stun. Doesn't matter, they've got the Serpent Wards attacking this tower. There it goes down. The wards are just in range of the range barracks, and will they be able to take this melee barracks? Is this just a lane of racks already? It's 17 minutes in. Navi flipping the switch here and saying, this is how you do the early game push. Oh, here comes Omni Slash bouncing around. Bulba is really low, gets saved by the disruption, but will it be enough? I don't think it will be. The aphotic shields there. Puppy goes down. Shadow Demon goes down as well. That's 3 dead. Huskar just running straight on through. Eternal Imp, he still doesn't have his Lincoln Sphere. He doesn't have anything. He can't fight at all. The Morphling has got, I mean, he's got a waveform and he's got a level 2 adaptive strike, but it's just not enough. They've circled around to the bottom here. Arrow comes through, misses on everyone. Here's the Shackle. Eternal Envy is just going to get blown up. He's used as the waveform. Strength as well. His strength shifting. Arteezy is going to take a lot of damage. That's just going to... They're going to have to back up to the fountain. And that's going to give Navi enough time to take this second lane of rats. This is ruthless. This is absolutely ruthless. General jumps in. There goes Pylai Die. He's down. Arteezy going to get hexed up as well. He's going to take a few Burning Spears. He's dead as well. Buyback from the Shadow Demon. No, Puppy's going to go down again. He's jumped in the middle of them with a Berserker's Call. Bulba, borrowed time is used. Secret Call GG. What? This turn of events. Who could have picked it? Who could have picked it? Navi pick just this fighting run at you lineup that Secret have tried for the last few games. Secret tried to hedge their bets a little bit with the Axe and the Abaddon. Pairing it up with a Morphling who can take it into the late game. But they're not able to do anything. They're not able to fight at all. The Morphling had no items whatsoever. That's the game. That's the series. That's the tournament. Navi are back. I don't know what anybody... I mean, a few people have said, oh, you know, Navi's back, but they haven't really proved it yet, and that's always been the kind of counter-argument, but this was a real showing. And Secret, I mean, as much as they're still getting used to a new roster... They've got Aoi on the coaching / sub, and they've got Bulba in their team now. They've had a good showing in the last couple of tournaments, Summit and Starladder. But Navi just too good. They have just run away with that. Unbelievably well played. Congrats to them. They are back. What a series. I'm very glad that I watched and casted this series because it was a whole lot of fun. Thanks for watching. It's been an absolute blast casting this Starladder series, and TI's coming up soon, so let's all get ready. It's going to be massive. It's going to be a huge tournament. Could be anyone's game, really. Navi, they're going to be up there now. They're going to be in people's predictions. Can't wait. Thanks for watching. This was Windy Forecast, and I'll see you soon.